My name is Ranti. I am a classical and folk singer. I am a trained chemical engineer. I am a self-proclaimed environmentalist. And what else? I don't really know how to answer that question. Who am I? But that's pretty much it. My passion for music began when when I got a recorder from my mom. So one of those little plastic recorder things. And I started chewing on it. It was really tasty. Anyway, I had a music teacher as a neighbor who started teaching me things about theory of music and how to play the recorder, and I fell in love with music from then on. I was about 5 or 6. Okay, well, I started with classical music. Even before, I mean, I knew all the pop songs on radio then, all the American songs that were playing in Lagos then as a child. But I remember learning a lot of those songs. I remember learning to sing them from scores, like from sheet music, with my music teacher. And so classical music has always been like my foundation, joining the choir, doing all sorts of things with that. But once I started to get older, I started getting more exposed, more interested in other genres of music like soul, jazz, folk music, and I started thinking about how I could fuse all these styles of music that I had come to love with my foundational classical music, which was refusing to leave me alone. So I came up with a concept called new classical music and started trying to experiment, which you'll be hearing more from me very soon. It's been okay. I mean, I've had a lot of goodwill so far. I've met with more people encouraging me, especially lately, than saying nobody's going to listen to your type of music in Nigeria. So, yeah, it's been good. I think everybody's becoming more open to more of my style of music, which is more of the easy listening kind of music. And yeah, I've been getting very good feedback lately. Yeah, Iwekiko is actually the first official release that I did. I did some false releases a couple of years back, but Iwekiko is officially my first release, and it was released in February. It was released in November 2015 on the Cloud9 platform and also on my website rantimusic.com, and yeah, I then followed it up immediately with a Christmas song, "Oh Holy Night," that had a Wazobia fusion. It had Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba in it. I think I've always been a balancer. I've always been a jack of all trades since my primary school days and secondary school days. I was always doing like one extracurricular activity: French club, literary and debating club, music, choir, all sorts, dance, drama. So I think I've always been a balancer. Now I don't know how good of a balancer I've always been, but I think with the support I get from my family, my husband has been an extremely amazing support system or rock for what I do. So with that understanding and with that support from my family, it's quite it's at least so far it's been quite good balancing my music and my family life. Well, what else interests me apart from music? I just discovered one yesterday. I was like, people have been asking me, what's your hobby outside of music? Music has always been my hobby. But since I started doing music professionally, I think I love meeting new people. I think I like collecting people's phone numbers and email addresses. You know how people collect coins and shells? I like collecting people's information and just learning new things about new people every day. I have worked with the Musical Society of Nigeria's Orchestra as a soloist. So I've done a lot of events and concerts with the Musical Society of Nigeria's Symphony Orchestra. The most recent one was one in October 2015. And I think before that, I was in a choir in the United States, in Chicago, called the Apollo Chorus of Chicago. And we actually did a lot of collaborations with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, CSO, and Elmhurst Symphony Orchestra. Okay, too much information, but yeah, I've worked with a few orchestras. Yes, I'm very curious about what it would sound like if I were to collaborate with a rap artist, like maybe an MI or a Fino. Yeah, I think that's one of the things I'd like to check off my bucket list and see what that would sound like. There was something I heard when I was in university. It was something by LL Cool J, and he actually had classical music, proper classical music as the chorus. So,
Wow.
something to think about. Well, I'm on a journey right now. I'm discovering a new side of myself. I left something that was kind of familiar into this kind of subjective, not so certain world of music. And I think I'd like to encourage other people to also take the dive, take the jump, take the leap, fly as high as you can, and really try to make sure that you discover and use every single talent, every single gift, every single thing that's inside of you, so that when you're old and gray and you look back, you have no regrets. You're like, yep, I did this and I did that and I'm okay. So yeah, live life to the fullest. That's what I like to say. And stay with TVC, of course.